look at where this is going, and it's going to a very dark place. It's going to total control because FedCoin will be centrally managed by the Federal Reserve and the Treasury, and they'll know where every single dollar is on your FedCoin wallet. And if you're naughty, then you won't be able to spend any FedCoin because you've been bad, and you'll stay home and no drinking for you.
One of the pay-fors in the Build Back Better bill that's been proposed is IRS cracking down on some unpaid taxes. Banks are starting to get calls from customers, and they're reporting these calls. They're concerned about this tracking of transactions that is greater than $600. So Americans are starting to be worried about this. Do you think that this pay-for of giving the IRS more money to crack down on unpaid taxes is going to stay in the reconciliation bill? And what do you say to Americans who are concerned about that?
Yes. Well, I mean, with all due respect, the plural of anecdote is not data. I've said that before here. Yes, there are concerns that some people have, but if people are breaking the law and not paying their taxes, one way to track them is through the banking measure. I think 600, but that's a negotiation that will go on as to what the amount is. But yes.
FedCoin, kills privacy, kills, well, the Fed will basically know exactly what you're saying everywhere you're spending your dollars. Doesn't that build a greater case for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, for gold, for silver? Wouldn't you want to move?
Yeah, but how are you gonna use the Bitcoin? That's the thing people haven't understood is that they think Bitcoin is anonymous, and it's not. You have to transact at some point. Okay, so you have to cross over a digital threshold to transact. You have to find some way to give someone else that coin in exchange for some other thing of value. You don't just exist in a private, like Obama said, it's a Swiss bank account in your pocket. It's not. I mean, perhaps it started out that way. But if you look, when they have ransomware attacks, they always catch these people because they can trace the Bitcoin. Even the best hackers cannot avoid being traced. It's infinitely trackable and traceable. And you know what people are going to say? I mean, 2022 is going to be the end of privacy. It's the end of privacy. And actually, they're going to demonize people that want privacy. They're going to say, why would you want to be private? Are you hiding something? Why would you want to hide something? Why do you need privacy? What are you afraid to show us? Okay. So you can see this happening right now.
Yeah, that's right, David. Look, these might be virtual currencies, but people are going to have to pay actual taxes on their gains here. Take a look at this ruling we got from a Northern California federal court yesterday. What they've done is authorize the IRS to serve what's known as a John Doe summons on Kraken, the crypto exchange in California. John Doe summons allows you to go after, as law enforcement, people whose names you don't know. You suspect there might be some wrongdoing and you want some information on them. The IRS here is seeking information about U.S. taxpayers who conducted at least $20,000 worth of transactions from 2016 to 2020. This follows a similar move, which happened in April. A federal court in Massachusetts authorized the IRS to serve a John Doe summons on Circle, the crypto exchange out of Boston. I connected with Circle this morning. What they told me is they are, of course, going to cooperate and they hope to work collaboratively with the IRS on all of this. So what's the tax law here? Well, Department of Justice put out a handy guide to this just yesterday. They say that virtual currencies that can be converted into traditional currency are property for tax purposes. A taxpayer can have a gain or loss on a sale or exchange of virtual currency, and all of that depends on the cost basis, the price of the virtual currency that the person paid in the early on in order to buy that virtual currency in the first place. So Morgan, as we look at this and as you think about all the different ramifications of cryptocurrency, one of the things that people are going to have to bear in mind now is whatever their tax gains might be and how they're going to sort all that out with the IRS.
Yeah, it's going to be a key factor in everything we're seeing in terms of these moves, and something I'm sure we're going to talk about a lot more. Eamon Javers, thank you.
This FedCoin is going to allow infinite trackability of every single dollar. That's what's coming. And when people see that, they're not going to want more digital money. They're going to want something that's analog. But when they want it, it's going to be too late.
When you say 2022 is the end of privacy, what legislation right now makes you fear that?
I think what's under consideration is a proposal that Senator Wyden and the Senate Finance Committee have been looking at that would impose a tax on unrealized capital gains on liquid assets held by extremely wealthy individuals, billionaires. I wouldn't call that a wealth tax, but it would help get at capital gains, which are an extraordinarily large part of the incomes of the wealthiest individuals. And right now, escape taxation until they're realized, and often they're unrealized and at death, benefit from so-called step-up of basis. So it's not a wealth tax, but a tax on unrealized capital gains of exceptionally wealthy individuals.
Hear that?
I'm not looking to the people in the Congress to do. I mean, what they do, it's too late once they do something. The Fed's been working on digital money for a long time. They had the e-dollar 20 years ago. Everybody forgets about this. That didn't work out, but they've been working on blockchain technology, on digital money. And there's no way that the U.S. government, it's the only major country in the world that taxes its citizens for life, regardless of where they live. Okay, you can't move a muscle here. You can't give up your citizenship. You can't do anything. You can't open a bank account without proving that you're not a terrorist. This place is so controlled, it's unbelievable. And all the people tell you about is how free they are. It's really bizarre. But this has been in the works for a long time. And so the speculation present in the crypto market gets people very, very comfortable with the idea of digital money. See, instead of thinking of something that's going to control their every movement, all right, they think of it as fun, as exciting, and Shiba Inu dogs and Elon Musk and billionaires and millionaires and overnight sensation, overnight riches. That's what they think about. It's a sweepstakes. But they don't realize that what's going to happen is once this is rolled out, there's no escaping it.
Soon may the pirate chain come to bring us crypto, gold and rum. One day when the system is done, we'll take our treasure and go. She'd not been but 2 years from shore when her value it began to soar. The captain called, oh